This is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock, and looks a little different today. Yes, well, that's because I am in the ballpark at the bar, of course, at the bar, the Bull Moose Saloon. Shout out to the Frisco Rough Riders. Shout out to the Bull Moose Saloon because I have just stumbled upon something great that might be, even though it's not in a can, might be one of the greatest beers of the episode, or episode's beers, or brewing, whatever this is. This is dangerous. That's what it is. At any rate, so with that being said, I am here, and we're going to talk about a couple different things. It is WNBA Dallas Wings night as well as Girl Power Night. So shout out to all the girls that are into sports, in brewing beer, of course, or women brewing beer. And shout out to the Dallas Wings. So first off, I just want to get into the Dallas Wings and what they did for the draft. This draft, to me, I'm sorry. Let's do that correct. This is news you can booze to. All right. Now, God, that's good. Now, the draft. Obviously, everyone's going to talk about Paige and how that they got Paige first pick, which we all kind of knew that was coming regardless of what Gino said. But they also picked up a very good piece on the 12th pick, Isaiah James from North Carolina State. She has been coming on, a 4-year player, great offensive skills, scorer, three-point shooter, everything like that. I'm looking forward to what the women are going to do, because it's about to get so good in Dallas. And I don't know about you, Dallas WNBA Wing fans should be excited. It was a great draft in general for the WNBA, and the heights are just soaring right now. I mean, for me, this draft was actually really good. Let me grab my little Rolodex cheat sheet. But for the women's notable draft picks for me, Van Lith reunited with Angel Reese. So excited to see that, like, honestly. And there were a couple other sleepers that were picked. I'm not going to get too far into it. We'll do a draft recap with the WNBA at a later time. It's a little loud, as y'all can hear. It's a little crazy, as y'all can hear. So I don't want to get too far into it. But since we're here at an MILB, that's right, MILB Arena Stadium Field? Yeah, well, field. Let's talk about the MILB. So anyway, I'm here with Frisco Rough Riders. I did not know that this would be this much fun, this much electricity as far as crowd and as far as everything is going on. I'm just mesmerized right now by all the people here, all the alcohol, everything like that. Like it's a good time. So if you and your family are in the Frisco area and looking for something to do, it's not going to cost you a shit ton of money. Come to see the Frisco Rough Riders, man. So, one of the coolest things that I saw myself is there's a bounce house. So I intend to hurt myself later on jumping in the bounce house. Also, there's a lazy river, which Sunset Lounge will be at every Thursday for Thirsty Thursday. Why was I not invited to Thirsty Thursday, you ask? Because it wasn't my turn. But don't worry. Ziggy will be drunk on a Thirsty Thursday in the lazy river. Clubhouse will be next week?
No, so the clubhouse. So the next one that we will be at will be Bowling for Soup Night.
Ooh.
Rubes and Reiner will be there.
Nice. Okay.
Bowling for Soup will actually be here as well.
Okay.
And then after that, the clubhouse will start doing some of their shows on Thursdays from here live. So,
Okay.
I mean, you know, you've been a guest on them a couple of times.
Yes, and so me and Alex and the clubhouse crew get down with the get down as always, and there's always a good argument and debate, so best believe. And that was the great voice of Ashley, my superhero producer, if you will. So anyway, I have a couple of things to talk about in the MILB, like these damn names and these mascots.
You know, I made up a whole game for you today.
Good, because at this point, this lemon lime thing might be winning. But let's get into the game, the names, and the mascots. So how would you like to do this?
Okay, so I made up a game today called Is It a Minor League Baseball Team or Is It ChatGPT? And so ChatGPT came up with names and compared them to other names of minor league baseball teams or independent league baseball teams around the U.S.
All right, here we go.
Would you like to play, Ziggy?
I would love to play. I almost
Okay.
feel like there should be a repercussion if I get it wrong.
If you get it wrong, that's a drink. You've got to finish a whole drink.
Finish a whole drink. Ugh. All right.
So I'm going to get you so drunk by the end of it.
Yeah, I was about to say, that might not be fair because there's like 120 of them.
No, there's more than that.
Oh, see,
It's like 240.
I can't even remember all the state capitals. Now we're talking about
As
it.
long as you remember the states, we're good. Ziggy.
Yeah, well.
Okay, so the first one is the Bakersfield Lava Lizards or the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Oh, my God.
Which one is the real team? Which is
So-
funny because I gave you this one, but when we talked about this the first time,
Rocket Lizards.
no, drink.
Shit. What? The Trash
The
Pandas?
Trash Pandas is Rocket City. It's based out of good old Colorado.
Oh, wow. God. Yeah, I'm going to be drunk by the end
If
of
you
this.
miss this one, it's going to be really bad, Ziggy, because you're going to.
Okay.
I need you to look at that scoreboard for me.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You know, I can't see.
The Amarillo Sod Poodles or the Dayton Alley Cats.
First off, both of those names are absolutely wild as shit. Sack Poodles?
No, Sod Poodles. Sod.
Sod?
Like a prairie dog.
Okay, first off, that's terrible. Is that their mascot as well?
That's what that is, Ziggy.
I know. I'm just asking. I know that's the name, but I'm like, but is that their Okay.
It's a prairie dog. It's a sod poodle.
That is the most countryest, wildest shit I've ever heard in
I
my
won't
life.
make you drink for that one, though.
Hey, but sod poodles, I got it right. I just was laughing at the mascot. All right, so what's the next one?
The next one is either the Tallahassee Thumpers or the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Yay,
Yes,
Ziggy!
and their mascot is, believe it or not, a fucking jumbo shrimp. I know that because I looked them up, and that mascot is crazy.
I lived in Jacksonville and worked at the
Why?
stadium.
Oh.
I worked for the NASL team there for a little bit.
Jacksonville is a great city.
No, it's not. The city of bridges. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay, so the next one is the Akron Rubber Ducks or the Myrtle Beach Moon Crabs.
Say that Myrtle Beach again?
Myrtle Beach Moon Crabs.
Moon crabs.
No.
Son of a bit. What the?
So, fun fact, the Myrtle Beach Pelicans are the team. And the man, Chuck Greenberg, who also owns the Frisco Rough Riders,
Nice.
is the owner of the Myrtle Beach Pelicans.
Okay.
Yeah. He also used to own the Altoona Curve.
I saw the curve. Altoona Curve there.
Another fun fact about the Curve, the MILB is my shit.
I see that.
Ziggy.
Fuck.
I did a
Here,
minor league
switch.
baseball package. I used to travel across the U.S. and go to minor league baseball stadiums.
And you know what's crazy is, like I said, I think of the minor league and the G leagues and the UFLs. Well, I can't say that anymore now because they're starting to get a little crazier now. But I never really looked at them. And now I changed my mind. I'm going to watch and start looking for this stuff, especially for the Frisco Rough Riders since they're in my backyard. It's like, yeah, I gotta I got to keep up with this stuff, but that's insane. Yeah, I didn't know. That's crazy. All right, so
Okay, so
one more.
Next is we got a couple more, but but we'll try.
All right.
Okay, so the
do
next
it.
one is the Montgomery Biscuits or the Des Moines Dust Roosters.
Biscuits.
Yes.
Yes, they are. Their mascot, I looked this up last night, is Mo, the elephant.
I thought he was a biscuit.
It's Mo the elephant. They just changed it.
That's weird.
It's super weird.
It used to
It's
be.
wild
Did you
as
see
shit.
what the one used to be? It used to be like a buttered biscuit.
Buttered biscuit?
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's insane. It's on their it's on their uniform is the biscuit,
Yeah.
but Mo is the mascot in the on the field and everything like that. He is an actual elephant. It's very
And
weird.
Des Moines is actually the Iowa Cubs, the AAA team
yeah.
for the Cubs.
Cubs, yeah.
So the next is the Hartford Yard Goats or the Wichita Wing Snakes.
Wichita.
Nope. The Hartford Yard Goats.
Yard goats?
Yes.
Hartford, Connecticut?
Yes.
They don't even have fucking yards in Hartford. What are we talking about here?
But
Oh
the
my
Wichita
God.
Wing Snakes actually used to be an independent league team, and now they are part of the Texas League.
That is not fair.
They're not the Wing Snakes, though. They're the Wichita.
But they used to be.
No, they didn't used to be the Wing Snakes. Wichita is, I can't remember what the name of Wichita is.
Oh my God, I was about to say she trick bagged me. That was a straight up trick bag.
Okay, so the next one is the Binghamton Rumble Ponies or the Biloxi Cactus Crawlers. Which one's the real one?
Shit. Biloxi.
No, it's Biloxi has a team.
Bruh.
But it is the
fucking
Binghamton
terrible.
Rumble Ponies, which I still believe is AA for the Mets.
Rumble ponies?
Rumble Ponies. Okay,
I got to look up this mascot because that's wild.
it's just a pony.
Okay, that's terrible.
Okay, so the next one is the Lansing Lugnuts
Okay.
or the Sioux Falls Soggy Socks.
Lansing Lugnuts.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that. I looked them up because there's also another team named the Nuts.
There is?
Yes.
Ooh, I don't know this one, so you tell me more.
hold
Who
up.
is it?
All right, so I have.
Oh, it's shit.
I have.
It's a peanut. Like its mascot's a peanut or a macadamia
It's a
nut.
macadamia nut, and it's a walnut. And it is the Modesto Nuts.
Thank you.
Yes,
Good
and
job,
it is
Ziggy. Okay, you
Wally
stumped
the
me.
Walnut. All right, he
Ziggy
is
stumped me.
the scariest looking mascot
No.
and wildest thing I've ever seen. Which brings me to. Are we done? Actually, wait.
Well, the next one was actually the Modesto Nuts, but the last one is Savannah Bananas or the Reno Rattle Bears.
Oh, this is unfair. Because who doesn't want to say Savannah Banana?
It's the real team.
Oh,
Good
my
job.
God. Are you serious?
And they shall be here in Frisco sometime very soon.
Oh, my God.
Did you
Who
know you
doesn't
had
wanna
to
say
get
that?
you had to get on the freaking on a list to come to Frisco to see
Oh,
the
that's
Savannah
right. These
Bananas.
are they're like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Have you seen them? They're amazing.
They are kind of goofy. And
They're
the fact
so
that they're
funny.
umpires doing front flips and somersaults when calling outs and
Oh.
safes and all that. Like, did they come to the umpires?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Okay, who's the kid that you love from? I can't remember his name. He won the Heisman this year.
Oh, Travis Hunter.
Yeah, he was just on the Savannah Bananas. Did a whole stick with them.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. Shout out to Savannah Bananas. I don't know why I want to say it that way. I heard that somewhere on a podcast, and ever since then, I've just done that. But anyway, I want to talk about these wild ass names, which, by the way, that was so unfair.
I thought I did a good job.
Yeah, ChatGPT was completely fucking wild.
Not gonna lie, every single one of those cities except for Tallahassee is an actual city.
Yeah. So anyway,
And it's
all right.
the Reno Aces.
Of course. Reno, Nevada. I mean, it makes sense, even though, yeah. Anyway, all right. So, it wouldn't be a show without a six-pack of the week. And since we're in the MILB Stadium Field Ballpark, I'm going to go ahead and do my six-pack of the wildest names and mascots in the MILB that I found so far. Because, shit, what was it? Front Yard Goats?
The Yard Goats.
The Yard Goats? You don't even have a fucking yard, Hartford. Get it together. Anyway, number 6, the Visalia Rawhides. And their mascot is a bull named Tipper. Because they tip him over and skin him his raw hide. I don't know. That's just so, when you think about it, it's so wrong on so many levels, but it's wild as shit. And number 5 is the Great Lake Loons. It's a duck of some sort as a mascot.
It's a loon. That's not a duck. It's a loon.
It's a fucking duck. What is a loon?
It's a bird.
A duck is a bird.
It's a different.
Does it? The loon is in the water.
It's a different. It's a type of duck. A loon is a type of duck.
It's a duck. If it quacks like a duck, swims like a duck.
It's black.
Oh,
it's got
that's
a black
racist.
head
That's
and
racist.
red eyes.
Here
I'm
we
looking
go.
at a picture of a
That's
loon
just-
right now. Watch yourself, Ziggy. Don't make me call you by your first name.
Hey, all right then. Number 4, we're moving on quickly now. The Montgomery Biscuits. That's how I knew that name was real. I'm not going to lie, because that fucking had me in tears. Because why are you naming your team after biscuits? And of course, like I said, the mascot is now an elephant named, I'm sorry, and I only called him Mo, but he is Big Mo. Pause. Craziest shit I have ever seen. And yeah, I'm not going to lie, I love it. Number 3, the Fayetteville Peckerwoods. And yes, their mascot, you guessed it, is a woodpecker. Why wouldn't you just call it a woodpecker then? Why Peckerwoods? It doesn't.
It rolls off the tongue more.
Yeah, apparently Peckerwoods. Anyway, and number 2, also already made a guest appearance on this show already, is the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. And yes, the Jumbo Shrimp really is their mascot. I was mortified. Well, I wasn't mortified. It's Jacksonville. What the fuck do you expect but some wild ass shit from Jacksonville? And number 1, the Modesto Nuts, baby. I'm sorry, but these nuts in Desto is the great. These nuts in Desto is great. I just love it. I love it. And Wally the Walnut is the mascot, and it is phenomenal, and it's also scary. He is a scary looking fucking thing. Creepy looking. He looks like a man that has been burned alive, but with a big ass head. Like, it looks like the Thing without the Thing muscles. Like, it's insane. All right, so
do you want to hear my mascot story real fast?
Sure. What is
Okay.
That was the 6-pack of the week. Shout out to the MILB and shout out to Light Strike. This is dangerously good.
Okay, so I told you I worked on that minor league baseball package. So we
Okay.
traveled across the U.S. on what is now Stadium, so it used to be American Sports Network.
Right.
And I would sideline report for the whole thing. Well, mascots really liked me. Plus, it's gimmicky because
Yes.
why not? It's
Right.
minor league baseball.
Right.
So we would eat really weird food. And we would do gimmicks with mascots. So at the end of the game, I'm doing a game in El Paso with the Chihuahua.
Oh yeah.
So it was the El Paso Chihuahuas against the Iowa Cubs. By the end of the game, I'm over on Iowa's side about to do an interview.
Okay.
And I get a folder handed to me. And I'm like, what? And okay, I look at it. It's a signed autograph from the Chihuahua with his number on it. That said, call me sometime. And I am that girl who ended up giving it to both the Iowa Cubs team and the El Paso team.
That's wild. You gave it to the El Paso?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure his phone just wouldn't stop fucking ringing.
It was amazing.
Oh my God, that's terrible. I want to go ahead and do a beer flight of the night here at the Rough Riders Stadium. Why do I keep calling it a stadium? It's a ballpark, Ziggy. It's a ballpark. Anyway, yeah, right. It's the same thing. And it, like I said, it is pandemonium outside of this. Like, there's so many people walking by, staring and pointing. I feel like I'm a zoo animal. But no, honest to God, I'm sorry. That was wild. But I am excited about this beer flight the night because Andrew's distributing and Eric Moore, a special guest, is going to come on and explain all the breweries that they have here at the Bull Moose Saloon and all around the stadium at other bars. So, yeah, stay tuned. This is the beer flight of the episode, and I'm here at the Bull
Moose Saloon.
Thank you, Bull Moose Saloon. I apologize, and let me introduce our guest here, Eric Moore, Director of Partnerships with the Rough Riders, as you can see. So, what do we have here, Eric?
Well, we got quite a few beers for you to try out. Bull Moose Saloon here, quite popular at Riders Field. This year we kind of transformed it into kind of a craft beer,
Love that.
a bar.
Love that.
Craft brew is obviously rapidly growing just in the industry itself.
Yes.
Everyone's always looking for, something more than just kind of that light beer to offer. So,
Right.
it's just a great gathering place. As you can see behind us, we got music, we got TVs playing.
Yes.
But yeah, we've got, let's see here, technically 7 on draft, and then our first one that we can go through in a bottle here. But
all right,
we're really excited.
I see. All right, so All right, so I guess let me just jump into this. So I guess what we'll do is I'll pick up. You tell me what it is, and then, or do you have it in a specific order you'd like me to go?
Either way, we can go reverse order.
Okay, reverse order.
Yeah, so we can go with this one. So do you want me to?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one is the Union Bear.
Okay.
Mexican style lager. So Union Bear, they are just down the street here. Union Bear Brewing.
Okay.
Right across from us in Plano. There, they've got the Plano location. Then they just opened up McKinney a couple months ago.
Okay.
And they just opened up a big brew house in Denton. Actually, that produces most of their beer.
I have seen Union Bear.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had any of their stuff yet, so we're gonna see.
It's great. It's good stuff.
Union Bear Mexican style lager.
Yep.
Is there a name for it, or is it just
that's it? Mexican style lager.
Mexican style lager. I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Not too heavy. I'm gonna guess 5%.
5%.
Oh,
you got it.
That's so good.
It's a little bit more powerful than the traditional Mexican style beers out there, but it still has that taste and that flow to it. So
yeah,
it's I believe it's one of their best sellers that they have at their brew houses around DFW. But yeah, as you can see, it's quite popular. It's quite popular here. We're going through kegs like crazy.
Good. That's a good problem to have, right?
Yep. So next one we got is the No Coast IPA. So that is kind of a blend between the East and West Coast IPA. They kind of brought them together in a sense.
Okay. So are you a beer connoisseur before I drink this?
Sort of, a little bit.
Okay.
I've definitely indulged in my share of beers in the day.
Are you a craft beer guy? Are you kind of more?
I'm craft now that I've gotten older. I enjoy a good IPA. I'm from the West Coast, so I enjoy a good West Coast IPA. But that one right there is a great blend just between the kind of the fruitiness and the haze of an East Coast.
Fruit,
But then you get the hoppiness of the West Coast style IPA. So it's really a perfect blend and marriage of the two.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say right now this one just kind of moved to the top of the list because I'm probably of the lesser of the crowd that likes a little bit of fruit or a little bit of sweetness to their craft beer sometimes.
Yep.
This is pretty good.
Yeah.
And this was No Coast.
Yep. Union Bear No Coast IPA.
Union Bear. I need to get them on the show more often. That's crazy.
They started in 2008 and just in the 7 years just expanded rapidly and they're
only based out of here, right? Like Plano, McKinney,
Denton.
Okay.
They got their cans in stores. You can buy them at Total Wine, HEB.
Total Wine, my favorite place to shop.
So it's good. So
okay.
Next one we got on tap for you is from Revolver Brewing.
Okay.
And it's a special a special brew, especially made for the Rough Riders. That's called the Big Stick Blonde.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So it's our house beer in a sense, specially made for the Rough Riders.
Nice. Not canned though.
It is canned.
It is canned.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is canned. TBD if it's going to be in stores. We have it cans here and also on draft.
Nice.
But that is kind of just a similar lager, just kind of a light lager in a sense. But this is our third year now.
Okay.
Doing it with Revolver and Big Stick Blonde. So it's been amazing.
I forgot to say this is probably like 4.5%.
The No Coast?
No Coast.
It is 7.2.
Sheep.
Yeah.
I'm giving away my alcoholism.
7.2.
All right, so we're gonna go with the
Big
Revolver.
Stick. Yep. Revolver Brewing, Big Stick Blonde.
Revolver hasn't missed very often.
No.
Like, I'm a big Blood and Honey fan, and this is along the lines of the Blood and Honey. Like, they just don't miss.
Right.
I have yet to taste a bad beer from Revolver. I'm sure someone will correct me, but I have yet to taste it. So Revolver, shout out to Revolver.
Revolver has all good stuff. Obviously, Blood and Honey is kind of their flagship, but we're really proud of this one. I mean, we worked for
they need to get this in the store.
Almost a year with Revolver and Andrews distributing to kind of get this, from just an idea on paper and a board, in a conference room to in kegs and in cans and everything like that. So,
and how long has it been? How long has it been here?
3 years now.
3 years now. Okay.
Yep. So this is our third year that's been with us. So
okay.
Yeah, we're extremely proud of it. The cans have our logo on it. The tap handle, which you probably can't see, but it's back there. It's the end of a baseball bat with our logo on top.
Love that.
The tagline for the beer is "Speak softly and carry a big stick." So, it's,
I like that.
Yeah, so it's great.
That's a reference too. Somebody said that before, right?
Teddy Roosevelt.
There you go. I'm sorry.
Our mascot.
Yeah.
Our mascot.
I got you. Okay.
All right, so next on deck, Voodoo Ranger.
Okay.
Obviously well-known beers, but that is the Juicy Haze IPA.
Juicy. All right. Well,
so that's your prototypical kind of East Coast IPA with the fruitiness, the haze there.
Okay. Listen, I will say this. Voodoo has they have a strong aftertaste.
Yep.
Always. Almost every single beer that I've ever had from Voodoo has had a stronger aftertaste. So I always tell people, eat it with like a hot dog or a burger or something like that, because it offsets any cheese, bacon, whatever, just like something heavy.
Yep.
Because always the aftertaste will offset and make it taste better.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm good at pairing beers, even though I don't look like I eat a lot, but I eat a lot. So, and I eat unhealthy. So, we got to do that.
Hey, we're at a ballpark,
Right? Yeah, exactly.
So next we have is Bell's Oberon. So they started way back in the day, like 1976. Just started as a homebrew and eventually just kept growing and growing and growing and growing. So that is the Oberon Ale there.
Okay.
One of their flagships. So it's a wheat ale. So similar to, maybe like a Blue Moon or something like that.
Okay. Let's see. Huh. Okay. I mean, you can definitely taste the difference. I know I'm just stacking them up over here like
no, you're good. You're
I'm gonna
good.
knock them all down. Don't worry. So this one is obviously lighter. I'm thinking no more than 5.
5.8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one I like. Wheat ales for me, for some reason, just feel better like by themselves. I don't have to eat anything with it or no strong aftertaste. Really light. Really refreshing, as some would say. But, so I like that. Oh, I like that.
We got to go back. What Voodoo Ranger, what do you think that was?
Oh, Voodoo,
ABV?
I know, is about 5. No, it's almost 6%. 6, that's my final answer.
7.5.
Jesus. So you can tell I haven't had Voodoo in a while.
And then Big Stick Blonde. What do you think Big Stick Blonde?
Big Stick Blonde is... I've been wrong on the high end every single time. So we're going to shoot for 7%.
5.5.
Oh, my God, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
We've got some good beers out here with some good power. So
I was going to say, because those are like you'll think that the wheat ale is, that's not that bad. And it's like, whoa, I'm a little woozy. Wait a minute. Yeah, so anyway. All right. So next up.
So next two we have are from Armor Brewing.
Okay.
They're based in Allen. They're brewed by veterans, which is really cool. So we got two of their beers. The first one you have there is the Prestige Czech Lager.
Okay. Oh, Czech Lager.
Pilsner, sorry.
This one's a Pilsner.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I like that.
So from the notes I have, bitter, crisp, clean.
It's good. It's not as well. That's not fair because Czechs and Pilsners usually aren't that clean or crisp. They're a little more bite. There we go.
Okay, yeah,
a little more bite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll say 5% on that one.
Okay.
I think I cheated though.
6.
Oh my!
You're looking at the wrong thing.
I'm trying to cheat. It's still failing. How does this remind me of high school all over again?
And then that is the Easy Company Light Lager.
Okay, so this is going to be definitely 5%.
Yeah.
So it's just a light lager.
Just a light lager. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well. Oh. This one surprisingly is crispier than the Czech, the Pilsner.
Huh? You think so, huh?
Yeah, at least I do. I don't know.
Crisp, light, easy drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Something to enjoy at a baseball game, maybe.
Yes, without a doubt. I would say, man, I'm going to confuse these now. Wait. Oh well.
Well, now you just got to test them all again.
Yeah.
I think that was the No Coast IPA.
Yes, No Coast. Top 5. That might be in a new round of drinking at home on a regular basis. All right, and what is this clear cup that I'm deathly afraid of right now?
So this is a new product from New Belgium Brewing.
Okay.
It's called Light Strike. It just came out. And if you look at it, it looks like a Gatorade bottle, right?
Yeah, that's dangerous.
You know, but it's actually an alcoholic drink, 5%. But it's non-carbonated. It actually has coconut water and sea salt within the beverage itself, so you can't feel guilty about drinking it.
Only 170 calories.
Exactly. Gluten-free, reusable bottle.
Oh
it comes in lemon, lime, and orange mango. But this is something when we met a few months ago to kind of go over the distribution plan for the ballpark. We know that this is just gonna crush because once it gets hot outside, people think they're drinking a Gatorade, but who knows what happens. But it's
bamboozle them a little bit.
Yeah. Take a sip. Let me know your thoughts.
Okay, that's really cheap. It really does taste like a lemon lime Gatorade.
Yeah.
There is not much of there's going to be a couple of these. Can you find these in stores?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple of these on the to-do list to knock out. So there's lemon lime,
and orange mango.
Orange mango.
Yep. So 2 flavors. But yeah, I mean this.
Yeah, lemon lime is.
This is going to get dangerous.
Yeah.
Because you could drink this all day.
All day, wouldn't even.
And not feel bloated or anything like that. I mean, it's when we sampled it a few months ago, it was.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was
people like, whoa.
Really, really excited about that. So that's from New Belgium, but
that's nice. And where's New Belgium from? You know?
I do not know.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
to you put me on the spot there, man. Come on.
No,
I was doing so great.
You were kicking my ass on the percentages. Jeez.
Now I gotta look it up.
I know. Look now. He said, "What are you doing to me?" So New Belgium Light Strike Lemon Lime. I'm telling all of you now, is going to be hysteria. Like I foresee it. Like the other, like when the hard seltzers first came out, that's going to be like that. Like they're going to be off the shelf very quickly. That's probably going to be a favorite by the summertime.
Yeah, I mean there's truly nothing like it. Again, you got all the carbonated seltzers, non-seltzers, RTDs, everything like that. But this is completely new. This is something that again hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
So Fort Collins, Colorado.
Oh, my spot. I love Fort Collins. I used to be stationed in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Okay.
And Fort Collins, I almost moved there after I got out the military. So shout out to New Belgium. Might have a new spot to go check out when I go to Fort Collins.
So
that's outstanding.
It's great, but just a shout out to Andrews Distributing.
Yeah.
They're our distributing partner here with the not just throughout the whole ballpark. So all the bars you see while you walk around, they've been great. We've started this relationship 4 years ago with them.
Yeah.
And they've been just fantastic to work with. They come in every year with beers that people want, beers that people want to drink here at a baseball game.
Yeah.
Keep it, a great variety. And as you kind of know, not a lot of heavy beers, right?
Yeah,
not a lot of heavy beers.
The ballpark is outdoors. Outdoors. You're a victim to the weather.
Hot.
It may be it's Texas. It's gonna be hot.
Yep.
So luckily we got a windy, nice, cloudy day. Honestly, kind of. The home runs will be swinging this way, I'm assuming. So
yeah, we might have some home runs on the home run terrace here in a little bit, but no, I mean, again, Andrews and all their brew partners that are here at the ballpark, just absolutely amazing.
Very good.
Very thankful for them.
Yeah, well, I thank you for coming on and allowing me to try all these and failing miserably at the percentages and letting me try this Light Strike and remind me of the name.
No Coast IPA?
No, not No Coast. I'm sorry, the Revolver one.
Big Stick Blonde.
Big Stick Blonde. That sounds crazy. Big Stick Blonde.
BSB.
There you go. Thank you again, Eric.
Absolutely.
This was outstanding, and don't worry. Again, I will knock all these down. All these will be drunk by the end of this.
Good.
Hopefully, I won't be drunk.
That's why I brought them out.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Eric, for that beer flight of the night. Man, a good to great selection of beers. I'm not going to lie, there wasn't very many. There wasn't one that was out of whack for me. Obviously, there were no stouts, so thank you for that. Shout out to Andrews Distribution for their great ideas and selection, and it's a ballpark. You don't want anybody to have any too much heavy drinking and anything like that. But now it's time for me to rate my top three specifically. All right. So first up, we'll go backwards. Right. We will go number 3, Union Bear No Coast IPA. Listen, No Coast IPA, the right hint of fruit, the right hint of IPA hops, the right lightness. It was superb. That's a high school word for you. It was very, very good. And again, it's a good ballpark drink. You can drink it with hot dogs, hamburgers, drink it by itself. It doesn't matter. It's just great. It was phenomenal. All right. Next up is one of my favorite breweries personally, Revolver, Big Stick Blonde. Pause. Big Stick Blonde actually hit it out the park with this one. The only reason it's number 2 is because this thing that's over here is just, this mystical creature is just great. But we'll get to that in a second. Number 2 is only, right now at the time being, sold here at Frisco Rough Riders, Bull Moose Saloon and Beer Ballpark. All the bars have it at the ballpark, so you can only get it here in Frisco. It was made specifically for them. They've had it for 3 years now. Shout out to Eric for that information, because that was, so I was like trying to figure out where I can get this. Obviously, I want it in a can and at the house. And last, actually number 1 for the beer flight of the night is from New Belgium out of Fort Collins, called Light Strike. And this, I can't just put into words of how good this is. It's not carbonated. It tastes like Gatorade. It is 5% alcohol, so you can drink it throughout the entire game and feel nice and buzzed and deal with the little brats running around and stuff. But also, it tastes good. It really does taste good. So this is the beer flight of the night, 1, 2, and 3. Shout out to Andrews Distribution. Shout out to Eric And shout out to the Frisco Rough Riders, man. I can't say this enough. The ballpark is booming, and yeah, man. So this is Beer 30 Sports O'Clock, and I'm about to finish the rest of these flights and have a hell of a night.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.